Hello everyone, this is Charlie6Zulu. We're back again with another battle replay, and I am still slightly drunk from what I was doing beforehand. Basically the stream uh, with Joe. But let us get this party started. We are, a few housekeeping notes, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are using a mod it's been a while since we've used before. It is Inora's mod. It's called, I believe it's Myth and Legends. I'll try to put it in the description. If I don't, have someone remind me, and I'll link it in the comments. But let's get this party started. We got Inora's playing Iceni. I would give you the town center. It is an interesting one. It's back over here, but it's not going to come into play. Because it's live or die at the walls, how you always should fight. Inora's playing Iceni has 4 Briton Slingers, 3 Chosen Swordband, 4 regular Swordband, 2 Heroic Nobles, 2 new units, including his General. They're both, yeah. The Caractacus followers. Look at these boys. Claymore infantry. Ready to party. Very, very scary unit. Next up we have... This is the Viking Confederation, played by RDX Knight. We got a... I mean, this is just a new faction, so... Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Hearthguard right here, the general. Ooh. We got little lanky boys. Nice. We also have these guys right here. He has 5 of these Dane axes. Quite a bit of heavy melee infantry. I think they count as shock infantry, basically. Archer-wise, he has 3 Viking archers and a shield maiden, which is right over here. That unit. Carrying a sword at their side, sword and shield at their side as well. You have 2 Viking berserkers and 4 of the Viking levy, the berserkers right here. Oh, some heavily armored berserkers. Look at that. They, what, 40 armor? They look really armored for 40 armor. But, next we have the next Viking, which is Mr. Joe Onnet playing the Yams the Vikings. And he's got... There it is. The Dravak General. Very, very scary unit. Super heavy shock cav. Yeah, 110 armor, 120 health. Trample, of course. Knocking that charge bonus probably right up there to over 100. We also have 4 levy archers, 4 armored axes, which are these boys right here. Nice little scale mail. Always love that scale mail. 2 Valhalla's Chosen, which are somewhere. They're there. No, Dane axes. Where are these Valhalla Chosen Viking Berserkers? Are these guys? Yeah, there they are. There you go. That looks more like 20 armor. Shirtless boys. Oh, man. Some of them have blonde hair with red mustaches. That's fun. We also have 2 Viking Oathsworn. I don't know if I said it, but 3 Thrall Swords. I don't know if I said that one already. Viking Oathsworn right here. Nice, nice, nice. Finally, we have Royal Scythia, which I think I'm going to call I might have called Roxolani in the replay. I don't know. Still shaking off the alcohol. But we got a Scythian Royal Horse. we have 2 Steppe Noble Lancers. So right here we got a nice little party. We actually have some infantry. We have some Steppe Hoplites, which almost look like they have arrow. If you get stabbed by this, there's no pulling that out, because imagine you pull that out, those hook into you, and it rips a huge chunk out. That is a very dangerous spear. On top of that, oh yeah, here's the Viking levies, the real mastermind of that army for RD. We also have the Steppe Swordsmen, which are, you're going to see, a surprisingly good unit. Actually, I love the detail on those shields too. Really beautiful detail. But to round out that army, we have 2 Shadows of the Steppe, which of course includes the general, or that dangerous spear. But next up we have the attackers, and we'll start with this far right corner, which is the Etruscan League, brought to us by Propane. Royal Scythia is brought to us by me, by the way. Propane has an Etruscan cohort gen. Look at those shields. Basically a very similar to Roman unit, though they are using those fun shields. It's got a fixed ballista, an Etruscan cavalry, 4 Etruscan archers, 4 Etruscan axe infantry, 4. Here's the axe infantry. There should be... Where's the city guard? Probably hiding? No, there should be 1. Nope, guess they're just all hiding. No, there they are. I'm just losing my mind. There they are, the Etruscan city guard. Really cool units. Of course, the crux of his army is these Italian swordsmen right over here. Next up, we've got the Nabatea, brought to us by Chris Aaron, 2024. He's got a unique general as well. The Caravan Lords. Look at that. Look at these guys. On top of that, he's got an Eastern Ballista, Mobile 1. 4 Nabatean Heavy Archers. 4 Desert Levy, which is going to just round out his armory perfectly. 1 Nabatean Axe Warrior. 7 Nabatean Swordsmen. Of course, 2 Reckham Palace Guard. Beautiful units. More the Leaf Spearhead instead of the I'm going to rip your guts out Spearman. Next up we have a Verney, brought to us by Snowman. We got an Oathsworn Gen, 4 Gallic Hunters hiding somewhere, 3 Celtic Warriors, 7 Chosen Swordsmen, and the unique unit, to be honest. Where are they? They're there. Should be somewhere over here. Nope, apparently not. Here they are. The Gallic Elder Swordsmen. Look at these bad boys. They have Encourage, which is really nice. But rounding out that army, we've got 2 Levy Freemen. That's going to protect his army from all manner of duplicitous from the shadows of the steppes. The final army is the Roman Republic, brought to us by Smarthawk. This is basically Rise of the Republic. Most of his army is hidden. So, what we can see, or I'll go with the whole thing, why not? He has a Triarii general, and this isn't a normal Triarii, it is a very buffed Triarii, which is very scary. He's got a fixed ballista, 4 Toxotes, 3 Centurii, 3 Ensign Centurii. Centurii are a spear variation, while Ensign Triarii is the sword variation. We also have 6 Roman light hoplites, like these guys right here. And finally, we have 1 Roman swordsman. That boy right there. But, well, that is the army comps. We did take a look at a decent amount of units, so it is a bit longer. This is Inora's mod, Myth and Legends. I think it's the beta patch variation. I do hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy looking at these new units. They are still in the process of balancing them, but I think they do. I think they do a pretty good job. See you on the battlefield. Alright, getting this party started. Got one charge, those Roman swordsmen. Another right into those Roman light hoplites, all those poor boys. This is basically Rise of Republic Rome. There you go, they managed to hold out pretty well. They got that charge off. Not left to not survive. Roman swordsman down to 87 as well. Immediately freshened up. Yeah, this spot is interesting. I'm pretty sure he was hiding a unit here because he was scared I was going to come around the corner. They get into formation in time. Not really. Not really at all. And another one. But while this is going on, they're not moving up yet, but here comes Nabatea. Look at that, Desert Levy. Some Italian swords moving up as well. I'm pretty sure these Italian swords are actually really bad, yeah. They're basically Desert Levy. Really bad units. Archers moving around. Ooh, we do get a Levy Freeman up. Looks like they're getting first. Viking archers trying to get off the wall. Those Shadows of the Steppe moving along the right-hand side. The Steppe swordsmen coming on out. See an opportunity. Let's see these units. Look at these guys. They actually look really cool. They're 680 gold in the mod, so they are pretty good. Yeah, look at that number drop. Oh my gosh. Next one, next one. Levy Freeman have broken open one wall, are moving for the next one, probably for that corner spot. It's the Roman swordsmen that's injured make their way up. Over here, continue to engagement against the Desert Levy, they'll win. This one going after those two right over there. And they're not going to stop them from getting the wall, sadly. Maybe we can stop this one, let's see. No, sadly they do not. Just missed it. That one's broken through the first one. Already 123 kills, but they're not fighting anything tough. Trying to get into these Nabatean swordsmen. Break through. And they're good units. Pretty solid mid-tier infantry. Steppe hoplites. Let's take a quick look at these guys as well. Look at that, those square shields. Etruscan cavalry trying to stop them. They weren't able to do much. But the Viking levies are coming on out to join the fray. That's right, you can't stop those boys. Thrall swords, more Viking levies. Some more armored axes coming on out. Maybe? Looks like they're just sticking inside. Yeah. Up to 81. 152 here. 175, that's insane. Over here we have now moving out 2 Steppe Noble Lancers and a Scythian Royal Horse. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very elite army for Roxolani for me. But as this fight continues out here, Viking levies getting on in. We are getting the Toxotes. The Roman archers moving up. Actually, they're Greek archers, if I'm not mistaken. Going up against those sword band. Do we have one of the yeah, Viking levies? But mostly Iceni here, it looks like, for now. 137 here. Steppe swordsman getting partially into this fight. Oh, the Viking levy have javelins? Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna hurt them real bad. 220 here. As now the cavalry's engaging. Cavalry rotating around the flank. Those engaging. And this cavalry hiding over here. Archery-wise, Levy Freeman pushing more spots in. Little cavalry engagement gets put into play, and from the Dravak as well. That's a scary unit. This is not a unit you want to deal with. So that gets dealt with. The Steppe Lancers start rotating around. Steppe Spearmen at 250 are winning. 212. 79. Gosh, these are some big kills right now for a horse faction. Some big kills with infantry. We got that charge going in. Only 40 kills, but it did break one. Alright, did get a bit of a charge. Not too good of one that Etruscan cavalry got in. But, speaking of charges... you love it when it hits them in the back as well. Quickly now! They're moving out. The Ravak who are hidden are still moving around. Here we still have Steppe swordsman still going. But over here we have a real push in. We got some of the Roman light hoplites, some of those Ensis Centurii. Taking some javelins. That's the better unit of javelin. Not so much that one. Celtic warriors taking that flank. Nice, so Steppe Noble Lancers getting into this fight right here, 117. Still holding out here, 48. This Royal Horse is doing pretty good at holding. That Steppe Swordsman is finally going. But over here, the engagement has finally started. We got the Ensign Centurii versus some sword band, losing pretty bad. Same with the Roman Lights and the Viking levies. That's pretty even. Nope, never mind. They're losing decisively. Over here we have two armies really on one. One of the Vikings is stuck in the center. Another one is on this flank. Armored Axis, good job. Druzina in. Just have to break this unit of Etruscan Axe warriors, and then these guys can come on down. Axe warriors are doing well. Steppe swordsman still going. 312. 313. Look at this. The archers getting into position. These guys are only a 125 range. Obviously Galax have 150. Yep, that's exactly what you want to do right here on that corner. Put some down, and then have these guys fire at the other corner. Yep, exactly what I would do. Yep. There are Dane axes in there, and that's a very scary unit.
Yeah! Advance at speed! All right. Quickly now!
Over here, the Shadows of the Steppe are sneaking their way back in. What else we got? Over here, it's not really going well for the attackers, but... shots. I would actually go with standard shot in this situation. You want the better accuracy. But there are still some dangerous elites left. Some of these chosen swords. Elder swordsmen. Oathsworn. More chosens. Yeah. Right into those slingers. Doing some pretty good damage. Looks like one of the Vikings are coming on over. But with that sally out complete, there really isn't much defending this front. There's a lot here. Right here, there's two-step hoplites, some Dane axes, and some Viking Oathsworn, which in and of itself is very good. Some more Dane axes. Well, I said it's out, but there's still an armored axe still alive. Let's see how he does. Oh, he's losing decisively. What's in there? Oh, Etruscan City Guard and Nabatean Swordsman. Yeah, they're not going to win that fight. Is he going to aim for a charge? He is. Nice charge, nice charge, nice charge. That's what you want to do. Yeah, look at that. Those kills stack up. 118, 171. The first lines of the sword band are breaking. What else we got? More sword band. Viking berserkers are in there. Those are going to be... There's a reason they're 120 unit instead of 80, so that's going to be really scary.
Stop now! Stop!
Looks like he's... the shadow... I was having issues with my keyboard, so I wasn't able to move stuff like I wanted to. So it is delaying the assault. But I do fix it soon. Over here, it looks like they're just consolidating, so what we're going to do is come back over here to this grind fest. Take a quick look. Right now, outside of that one unit of berserkers, there was a Dane axe in here. Still in there, 90, almost 99. There you go, 100. These berserkers are now at 80, are out of control. They are doing scarce. That is really nice for them. Starting to break some of that morale down. Was more of the unseen Centurii. You know that's really scary for them is this, that Triarii. That is a really powerful Triarii. It's like Etruscan City Guard opening up another hole. Same with the Nabatean swords. Ballista over there. Are those the only 3 ballistas? Yeah, it looks like it. Fourth probably destroyed. Chosen Swordband getting into this fight. And Levy Freeman trying to stop this charge, which... Levy Freeman are good anti-large, but they need to brace, and they're not going to be braced. Yep, no brace whatsoever. So high tier shock cav, 120 charge bonus because of that trample. That is actually insane. The other cavalry is going to meet them. Basically broken that unit. And now...
Charge!
So that goes around. We have another charge. That unit's gone. Scythian Royal Horse holding in here. Letting the others escape. While another charge gets into here. They break their way through to the archers. Getting into the archers, but this is probably this final unit, the final charge of this unit. Really good unit, actually. Levy Freeman breaking. Probably attacked and Trident. These guys so scared? No, so they're scared of this unit right here. There's a Viking Berserker that's right here. 370. They are racking up the kills. Looks like that's coming in. We're finally going to be able to see Nabatean Etruscan assault as this assault continues on. Shadows of the Steppe are gone. 93, 16, 119. I mean, it ended with a decent amount of kills.
Curse you!
And this Shadow the Steppe manages to get away. That Viking Berserker is still holding out. 49 of them. They're really racking up some kills. Battle Rhythm faded. I granted them Battle Rhythm. I think I also freshened them up. Yeah, I freshened them up as well. Now they get a headhunt. Oh gosh. Those archers might be out of ammo, but they're taking a headhunted Viking Berserker unit. Lucky the Elder Swordsmen are getting in. 81 melee attack right there. Imagine if he gold chevron that. Viking archers on this flank. And the assault has finally begun. Hoplites, whose job is to hold against Etruscan city guards, whose job is to hold. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, look, they have a lot of weapon damage. That is actually a really scary unit. Not a lot of armor piercing, but 40 melee damage, or base damage and 5 armor piercing. That is not a pretty sight. 70 melee defense. They did lose their bonus versus infantry, the default ones have. So if you're ever playing Rise of the Republic and you get a Etruscan City Guard, yeah, they have bonus versus infantry for whatever reason. And they were able to withstand an elephant charge. That's Sword Bad. 153, they've done their work, but they are going to die here on this corner. As for absolutely sure. Chosen Sword Band. That Sword Band's dropping. Nice little positioning right here from these Levy archers in their red pajamas. Getting a nice little side shot. Viking levies out. Druzina kind of sitting on the flank, and the Shadows of the Steppe coming right out, right towards these archers. Which they just noticed now. They've been right into this unit. Not a pretty sight. Getting into here. This is pretty much going to neuter the unit. Well, I'm seeing it just stuck in the positioning they're in. They're at 281. Triarii General inside. I don't know how they're going to hold against all these Elder Swordsmen and Chosen. Well, we do have Heroic Nobles moving up. And we have a better unit. Let's see. Yeah, this unit's down to 29. Breaking through the Etruscan City Guard. Down to 25. See if they lose any more. We get those Viking Ostwarden moving around. Same with those Dane Axis. It looks like they're back to pretty much just holding back. Not able to break through these hoplite though. This hoplite is really weak. One more charge. Ooh. And yep, that just killed the general. Volley just ended up killing the general. They're at 328. The archers are moving up to finish off that general unit. As you immediately see volleys try to go for it. Luckily he gets out in time. But here we go. back in. These Danaxes, man, they're not doing very well. Rogue Nobles, Chosen Sword are losing. Rogue Nobles in. And those Elder Swordsmen, 178, nice. Gonna break that unit's gonna be a pain, and especially with this volley onto the side, these heroic nobles are facing a lot of trouble. Thing is over here they're gonna start to be overwhelmed, but they won't be able to break that Triarii in any speed. And they have a Centurii as well. And over here we have the Etruscan City Guard back in. Nabateans. I do want to check something out because see what he does with this unit. Ooh. Step Lancers out. Shadows of the Steppe out for one final charge of the Light Brigade. Rotating around to help finish off this unit. Taking a pretty big shot in the back. This is the end of them. Not many more kills. They do. They managed to get into this gap, get into the archers. That is a very good job for the Rakim Palace Guard. Nice job. Nice. One final charge. Do any of them make it? One made it before he falls. The unit is annihilated there. So just completely gone. Over here we've got mostly Rome now pushing in. Triarii, I mean, it's only lost 20 men in total. Fight still continue up, and Arverni doing something interesting. Instead of continuing to fight in this corner, they're deciding to pull towards Nabatea and the Etruscans. Step Hoplite Holden. Danax is preparing for a rear charge.
Kill!
There we go. Bad rear charge for the Palace Guard. You're getting some kills back up. This that's gone. They are losing a good number of men. Step Hoplites being forced into it. And over here is pretty much being cleared up. Nothing's really coming down here, down this corner. Looks like the effort is going to be pushed into these two spots. Now there's still some more Averni coming back in. None of the elites. Basically just beat up units to help support this flank. Look at that Claymore unit. Ooh. Yep, just ripped them apart. Now this mass of low tier is trying to get in to stop them. And Headhunt is activated, so yeah, they're just going to cut down everything. Over here we have the Etruscans breaking through, which does leave a curious open gap. They can start funneling. This is an even fight. If they start funneling here and get a foothold, this is going to be really bad for the defenders. It's all into whether they can adapt fast enough, get into this choke point, create formations before they hold. Final unit of the Steppe Hoplites coming on out, forcing back the archers and forcing that general to commit. Steppe Hoplites are taking the sacrifice as these armored axes come out. These armored axes come out, these thrall swords come out, and this Drusina moves around. No longer hidden now. As Nabatea moves away, ooh, this could get bad real fast. This is going to definitely stop them from consolidating that entrance. Arverni's got to be the one to do it now because Nabatea and Etruscans are going to be facing a lot of trouble. Especially in terms of this Drusina. We've here the armored axes getting into Caravan Lords. Axe v axe. Draw swords there, and right in with the Druzina. Ooh. And look at that Dravok just racking up kills. Not much of a charge. Oh, there we go. There's the charge. That archer's basically dead. These Thrall swords have gotten into the nabs. Let's see how this hold is going. Danax is breaking. Danax is breaking. What? Another unit of armored axes getting on in. These units have moved up. The Valhalla's chosen. Scary units. As this corner, the Viking Berserkers are trying to hold off those chosen swordsmen. It is getting a bit dicey. There isn't much infantry here to hold. If they rush in as they're doing now, this could get very bad very, very fast. It's Druzina. 430. I mean, they've done. It's not like they haven't done their work, but they're almost gone. With this, the biggest threat to the outside is done. It's Thrall swordsmen. There's still armored axes. The cohort's getting some good kills. Here, those armored axes are dropping. Chosen swords are losing, but they were able to consolidate this, and now they have full control over here. This could be very big for them. Oh my god. That Triaria has been in the fight this whole time and is still holding. That is a scary, scary unit. Weak unit of Danaxes. Royal City is fully out. Etruscans are almost fully out. They really just have their archers and their gen. Rum's pretty much out. They've got a few units left. Same with... And Nab's got a decent amount. I see one Caravan Lord, a Wreck and Palace Guard, and some archers. So they're almost out. Basically, the main army left is Averni. Getting Valhalla's chosen. Another 120 Berserker unit, because that's what you need, right? Starting to hold off that flank. Speaking of flanks, here comes the Etruscan City Guard, or the Etruscan cohort, actually. And it covers those Nabatean heavy archers. These Berserkers got forced to berserk and they're not moving. That's a little annoying. Archers take the sacrificial charge. Danax is there. Good job with those Viking archers, seriously. These Viking archers have been putting in some good work. But Valhalla's chosen V. Oh no, Elder Swordsman on the wall. Pretty decent kills. These guys are berserk, so that's good. Thrall swords coming on in. Help win the day. And this is starting to tilt towards the defenders, but there is some pretty good quality on the side of the attackers. Some nice Wreck and Palace Guards, some more chosen swords, and Oathsworn. To Caravan Lord. Is that artillery still firing? It is. What a craziness. Shield Maiden's getting into the fight. That's an interesting unit. They're actually really good unit. Let's see, where is it? 42 melee attack, 45 weapon damage, 60 armor, 71 base morale. 50 health. Health's the only thing on the lower side, but I mean, for a mixed ranged melee troop. Berserker's on 52. Ooh, let's see this. See the charge of the claymores. Some nice hits. Yeah. At this range, start firing in standard shots. Interestingly enough, the Techners are doing what they need to do right now, which is force the gap, force them to overextend. But we got some Viking Oathsworn over here. They were able to react in time. Though they don't know it, there is also an Armored Axe on the other side. Yeah, unit's gonna drop. Send the other Centuriae into there, send the Chosen Swords to just continue down the line. Force the extension. Chosen Swords drop into the Claymores. Ah, that cohort's losing now. There's the Hearthguard in there. Hearthguard and Viking Oathsworn. That's some pretty chunky units. That Oathsworn is losing. Archer fight going on right now. Yep, that's exactly what you need to do. Break that unit, get around behind. Good job, Oathsworn. That's exactly what you want to be doing now. Nice. And no one's reacted over here, so... yeah, let them sandwich these Viking Oathsworn. Between the Chosen Sword and the Oathsworn. Yep, they're starting to drop. These followers, though, are going to be tough for them to deal with. Shock infantry. There's not a lot to stop that shock infantry with. That's gone. Here comes the next charge. They rout. Now the next charge. Valhalla's Chosen won the fight and are coming on around. Armored Axes are going. Oathsworn moving up. That's nice. Icenius finally noticed, sending another unit of these followers. Holy cow. If I would retreat back too if I were them. But there really is nowhere to retreat to. Because this Chosen Sword is now going to be surrounded. This point, yeah, this is the end. Army losses start hitting. Let's get this one final charge. Ooh! Pretty even though, charge-wise. Nice, nice, nice. Not too great of a charge. Is it a frenzy that they have? Yeah, it was a frenzy. And there we go. We've got a conclusion right here. Nice little short battle. Kills-wise, we'll start with me as Roxolani. 2 Shadows of the Steppe, 337, 326. Scythian Royal Horse, 126. Steppe Noble Lancers, 171, 158. Nice job, cavalry-wise. Infantry-wise, the Steppe Swordsman, 316, 216, and 195. That is, I mean, for 11 units, 2,000 kills. Yeah, I brought 1316, got 2,000 kills. There you go. That's when you go elite cav heavy. Joe coming in next, 436 with that Druzino. That is beautiful. Archer-wise, his Levy Archers got 123. Got a 141 here for those Armored Axes. 104 for these Armored Axes. Nice, though. The 84 on those Thoros swords are really good. Valhalla's Chosen, we got one with 130. And Viking Oathsworn one with 131. One went right off of it. And this is bringing the Yams Vikings. Now, the other Vikings, RD, bringing the Viking Confederation. These Viking archers did a good job. 135, 188, 106. Then he has Danax's 149, 129, 121, 145. Shield Maiden's got 136. Nice job. Viking Berserkers 181 and 479. That was the one that went in early and just carved through the enemy. Viking Levy wise, highest 172. That's actually really good. And Norris here, bringing the Carcactus followers 416, 353. Still healthy units. And they could probably rack up another 100, 200 kills each. Prince Slinger's got 100, 168 for that one. Chosen Swordbad 131, 215. Nice, we got some Swordbad 161, 102. And the Heroic Noble's getting 135, 219. Snowman here. Let's see what he's got. Snowman's got 169 on one of his Oathsworn. 111 on a Gallic Hunter, 125, 105, 159. So all his Gallic Hunters did really well. Celtics got 170. Chosen Sword 222, 114. Elder Swordsman 217 for one of them, 52 being the Levy Freeman. Smart Hawk bringing the Roman Republic. Basically, Rise of the Republic. Rome, 194 for that Triaria. It is a scary, scary unit. 177 for Tuxtodus, 108, 102, 184. So all of them doing well. So far, all the defenders' archers have been doing well. Hopefully that continues, or attackers. Hopefully that continues. Outside of Smart Hawk and Snowman. Smart Hawk being the Roman Republic. So, highest Centurion. No, that's even an instant Centurion now, so. Yeah. Anything really standing out? No, not really. One thing I found that the Roman Republic lacks is that frontline infantry. Just bring 7 Triarii if you're attacking and you're using this mod. Just bring 7 of them. Trust me. We should do in Rise of the Republic too, is just bring 7 of them when you can. Propane, bringing the Etruscan League. Really fun to see these two actual enemies teaming up. 3 enemies, Averni, Rome, and the Etruscans. But Propane here, he's decided he's bringing 418 on his Etruscan cohort. Nice. 104 on that fixed ballista. That one only got 60. Let's see. Anything stand out? That Etruscan City Guard, 186, 188. That's about it. Nabatea playing by Chris Aaron. That Caravan Lord getting 162. Finally, the Archer's not doing well, and that makes me sad. Yeah, those Desert Levy didn't do well. Nabatean Swordsman, 140. 107. Reckham's one got exactly 100, just barely got it. But well, that is all for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will be signing off now, but I will say, give Anor's mod a shot. Not everything is balanced, but it's one of the. But if you pester him enough, you'll start working on it again and start to fix some of those bouncing issues. So I shall be seeing you. I'll be signing off now.